Redesign Your Life presents Living on Purpose, the key to unlock who you are and what you do. Living on Purpose is a short course that's all about discovering the power of purpose and how living on purpose puts you in the place to find new focus, new direction, new choices, and new energy. Welcome to this video in my course about living on purpose. I'm Peter Hawke. I work with individuals and groups, helping you make your work, your wider life, and your future plans more the way you want. So what's in this video? It's the first video in the program and is designed as an introduction to the course. Specifically, it will start you thinking about the idea of living with a sense of purpose, thinking about the value of knowing your purpose, and helping you see just how much impact a sense of purpose can have on how you live day to day. First, an opening thought. Do you ever wonder why so few people have written down statements of what their purpose is? My sense is that many people are putting off thinking about purpose because it sounds too scary, too intimidating, and too difficult. And I think many people think living with a purpose is a luxury just for special people, just for people doing special jobs. I suggest this is because we too easily think of purpose as something related to what we do. Now, clearly what we do is important, but I want to get you thinking about how the real power of purpose might be more about how you see yourself and how you see what you do. And as you start to get hold of this, so you'll realize how knowing your purpose can change how you see everything. And for some, knowing your purpose might take you to new areas of work, to more fully express that sense of purpose. But I'm really keen to encourage you to see how knowing your purpose can transform your current work or your current business as you bring new meaning and new energy into what you currently do. And alongside this, I'll encourage you to take the ideas of purpose into the other important areas of your life and see the impact of purpose there. But let's stay with work a moment longer. Recent research suggests over 80% of people don't enjoy their work. That's 4 out of every 5 people in work. And I guess the first question then is this you? Where are you in these statistics? And then, what's the link between these figures and knowing your purpose? I believe it's actually quite simple. If we can work out our purpose, and then if we can find ways to live it out in our work, then it can change how we see everything. We've been majoring on work, and important as work is, the whole question of purpose is so much bigger than just work. We're talking about what makes everything you do feel meaningful. And I love the word meaningful. Think of it for a moment. This is the idea of a life full of meaning, whatever that means for you. Imagine you were doing stuff in your life that was full of meaning. How would that feel each day? And I believe that everyone can start living from a sense of purpose in at least one area of their lives. As a result, I believe everyone can start finding meaning somewhere in what they're doing. And this whole process can start changing how you approach every aspect of your life. That's why I say that the question of purpose is so much bigger than just work. And that's why I'm going to encourage you to work out your purpose in each of the different important roles or areas in your life. Let's be really clear on what I mean by this. For most people, getting clear on your purpose in the work you do will be the starting point. And this could be a job or a business you run, and that can transform how you see your work day by day. Or perhaps looking further ahead, you'll want to apply it to your ideal work. This could be your ideal job, whatever that might be, or a new business you might want to set up. But for others, work may not be the most important thing currently. You may want to start with your purpose in your role as a mother or father, as a partner or spouse, or son or daughter. Or perhaps you may have retired and want to find new direction in a role beyond work. Or maybe you're serious about your sport. Or you're passionate about your music, your art, or your drama, maybe performing, writing, or creating. And don't forget any important roles in your community, maybe with your church, in volunteering, in charity work, in politics. Imagine living with a sense of purpose in each of the important roles in your life. This can be very empowering. Later in the program, I'll encourage you to choose which role you'll want to start exploring purpose in first. Most people start with their work, but don't feel you have to, because I sense looking wider than just work is key to making your life more the way you want, and key within that to getting real work-life balance. Because if you know and live your purpose both at and outside work, then you're likely to achieve a balance between each that really works. Next, I want to make sure we're really clear on what a sense of purpose really is and the value of knowing your purpose, to make sure you see the benefit of what we're doing. First, it's answering the question, why is a sense of purpose so important? I love replying to this question by asking another question, which to me then starts to define it, and that's who inspires you? Who do you admire? And I ask this because my impression is that people we admire and people who inspire us generally have a strong sense of who they are, of what they're about, and of why they do what they do. And to me, these are key elements in having a sense of purpose. And I think you'll find that the people who inspire you like this are so often the people who have the energy, the vitality, the drive, the focus, and the direction to get the things they love done. They seem to fully engage with what they do, love the process, and love achieving the result they want. This so strongly demonstrates the link between a sense of purpose and a sense of satisfaction or fulfillment, so central to meaning. And for me, knowing who I am, knowing what my life's about, and knowing why I do what I do in each of my important areas or roles, changes how I see everything. Saying this though, I often get the question, so if I know my purpose, will I suddenly become happy? This is a really important question, and the answer is, of course, in itself, probably not. But what I can say, from my experience in my own life and as a coach for many years, is that finding your sense of purpose in the different areas of your life is a first crucial step in making your life more the way you want. In fact, initially, starting to understand your purpose might make you feel more uncomfortable. It can be painful to realize your life is currently not going in the direction for you to live out that purpose. But as you can imagine, knowing your purpose moves you into a place you can start taking the decisions and start taking the actions to begin living from that sense of purpose. And as you work on your purpose in those different areas of your life, so you'll realize how purpose is both deeply spiritual and deeply practical. It sets you on the road to work out your big whys for you as a person, for you in your relationships, for you in your work and in your wider life, and for you in your future plans. I encourage you to link your purpose with any deeper beliefs you may hold. To create your purpose, you want to tap in and express these. So I encourage you to bring in what you believe, but always on the basis of whatever's right for you. No pressure in any particular direction, but plenty of challenging questions. So finally, if knowing it is so good for you, why do so few people have any clear sense of purpose? As I mentioned before, for me, it's a number of reasons. For some, it feels too difficult, feeling they just don't know what to do. And often it feels too intimidating or scary, or it feels simply too uncomfortable, and they too easily put it off to later and then to never. It's almost as if there's a wall stopping so many of us even looking for our purpose. So I've written this course and my bigger program, Redesign Your Life, to help you break through this. All you need is a decision to start, that's down to you, and a process to follow to find your purpose. And that's this short course. So let's overview the course. I've created a step-by-step, straightforward process with clear instructions for each step. I've centered it around some simple but powerful activities, and I've provided a simple format for drafting your purpose statement. And because people tell me they get nervous answering questions and completing activities on their own, I've given clear and detailed worked examples in each stage, so you know exactly the type of thinking I'm expecting you to do. So, what does it involve? The structure is simple. There are 6 short videos to introduce purpose and walk you through the process. This is the first of those 6. There are 3 short activities to help you understand enough about yourself and what you love so you can create your clear, empowering purpose statements in each of the important areas of your life. And I'll encourage you to reflect and refine the words you create until you have a set of words that you sense describes your why for getting up each day. From there, I'll encourage you to start thinking of ways to start doing things that start building this sense of purpose into what you do. So what are the next steps now? Step 1 is making a decision to begin. Then setting a timetable for action, and then simply starting the next video.